Hello guys and welcome. I'm going to attempt to do a quick video here. It's absolutely blowing a gale outside and yes, I forgot my mics, so we're not going to be doing much. All it is an update on the CRV. And man, how much this car's impressed me. I've actually haven't driven or even had much to do with the Mark II with the diesel in. All been petrols, to be fair, most of them are. Or most of them were the earlier ones, 03, 04, 05, and they were really getting rotten and terrible. This is none of that. I was going to try and re-jog my memory and we'll go through what I've done. So starting from just where I sat here, I'm going to get out and show you, but it is windy. I've just had the car to the valeters. This cost me £35. I think you've seen the video, you've obviously seen the video previously. This car was minging. A lot of it was cigarette stuff as well, which I do not like touching. And I swear to God, these guys, next to McDonald's at Ashton, I don't know what they're called, it's like a hand car wash place. And I hear a lot of people bad-mouthing these places. I'm telling you what, those guys in there, whatever nationality they are, absolutely fantastic. The work they do for the money they get paid, that may not be out of choice, but if you want to do pride in your job, them guys, for what they get paid, I have got to give you, all of you who work at that place, an absolute thumbs up. I've had the cars there a few times now, and it is just great. I must have been on over 2 hours, and I was watching them. One sitting around playing on their phones or nothing like that. They were grafting for 2 hours to get this car where it is right now. So we'll have a quick walk around it. I'll show you around, but you'll have to excuse the wind. I can't help it. We'll start from the exterior. In fairness, the exterior wasn't really that bad, but this has certainly helped matters. It's absolutely come up a treat. And I have got something in store for this car guys, other than what I've told you. Yes, there's obviously the little scuff on the side here. I might get some touch-up paint to make that a bit less obvious. But to be quite frank, I do not care. This car is going to be getting used to its potential, used to what it's meant for, which is going to be a load lugger, taking the dogs out. I really do like this car. Right out in the back, yes, there's a little dint here, but again, do I care? Not really. But yeah, it's tidied up, an absolute treat. I think it looks perfectly reasonable. I might get a touch-up pen. Like I've said, the headlamp washer, I think for a bit of fun, I'm just going to leave that how it is. It doesn't bother us anyway. I'm going to get the old G3 on the headlamps again to clean them up. I did a brief amount on it when the guy used to own it. I'll tell you what I am loving, which I haven't had for a long time, is a sunroof, a working sunroof. It's fantastic. I do love that. So, we'll have a quick look inside, and I'll show you quickly under the bonnet. So inside, I cannot believe how well this car, put that in my pocket, is cleaned up. This was absolutely filthy. This sun's getting on my wick there, so there. It's cleaned up really, really nice. It's got the flat floor like the other one. So I'm going to say that about that little stitch on that seat there. It's just slightly come away. But I love this idea. So there you've got a table, pull a lever, bang, flat floor. You can walk straight through from the front to the back, fling it up, and it moves back and forwards, I believe, as well, or something like that. But yeah, great. I mean, the floors, they've done such a good job on that. That may look dirty, it isn't, it's just the colouring of the mat. That is absolutely perfectly clean. They've cleaned all the inside of the door cards, the little bits you expect them to miss. And I was looking, I'm thinking, yeah, they're going to miss down there. They're going to miss here. There's grub and mess and mank all around all of this. And there's none of it now. Even underneath there, that was dirt, and they've getting... Certainly the Hoover wouldn't do that. Yeah, guys, this car's got a fridge, a cool box, and it does actually work, because the aircon works on this car. That does actually properly work, and it's insulated as well, which you can turn it on and off. Thumbs up to Honda, I love that. So yeah, really impressed. Excuse my, I've been doing a bit of shopping while I waited. £2.50 in Home Bargains. This stuff is absolutely fantastic. We use it all the time. Caravan, I'm debating getting some for work. Let's get back to car business anyway, but look at this. Absolutely spotless. It's starting to rain now, so it's going to spoil me nice clean car for getting home, as always. You know, like, it's got curtain airbags in the back. You know, it's an older type of car, but it's one of the very last made. And like I mentioned, there's hardly any corrosion anywhere. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's just shove the camera underneath. See, it is great. Absolutely great. I can't believe I've picked up yet another rust. By the way, that was a bit of grease I had on my hands. I just rubbed it off onto the body. I cannot believe how good this car is. I mean, look at that back axle. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, and I found the key. I don't know if I mentioned this. I found the key for the roof bars. But like I said, I'm on the hunt. I will put this out. Guys, if any of you out there have got a roof box you want to sell that'll fit this with the standard U clamps, let us know. I don't want to spend much because I only, like I mentioned, I've only bought this car because we're going to the lakes in September. We've got 2 dogs, possibly 2 kids, 2 adults. We don't have to take everything. It's to a lodge. It's not like we're caravan. We've got to take 2 dog beds. I mean, my big Harvey and Hunter and 2 dog beds and a pram will fill the back of this up. Wouldn't even stand a chance in the Saab. But the boots are huge. I mean, it's annoying me the way this light is coming. It's spoiling actually how I'm trying to just stop it from the reflection. Trying to stop it there. Don't know if that works or not. But they've brought this up so well. I've got the boot buddy, which I've trimmed. It doesn't fit perfectly, but it does. But I can't believe how well they've got this up. Yes, I've priced this up £100 from Honda. Definitely not going to look for a second-hand one. But this has been like this a long time. And the carpets are absolutely... And I've had all the wheel liner out underneath. They're bone dry. But supposedly this is a table, guys. This right here. What does that say? Push. That is a table. Yeah, there's the table legs. Shall we do this for demonstration purposes? Give us 2 minutes. Guys, if I don't say so myself, that is a good idea. Have a look. How cool is that? A proper table. A proper camping table with even the hole for the umbrella, which is the boot floor. How cool. And like you say, no water has been getting in. So for now, we'll live with that. But man, what a good idea, huh? Oh, that's great. And like I think I've told you, I've showed you how this separate part of the tailgate opens. A bit annoyingly though, I don't know if I'm missing something here. Is there a button in there? No. It's a bit annoying, like there's nothing on the back you can do to open it. The only way you can open that is 2 ways. Of using the key, the button on the key, or using this button here. I just thought that would have been a button somewhere on the back. But yeah, like I've said, it's got that as well. Perfect for the dogs. And now before we go around any more, I've got the perfect setting here. What else I'm planning with this camper van? Just give it away. What an idiot. I'm planning on making a little car camper. My sister and her husband have done it with their Kia Sorento, and I think it's pretty damn cool. You can get like a proper floor pan made, put in enough space to put a bed. But what makes these cars great for this, apart from having a table, is when you're just lying and you just want a bit of air, you can just have this back bit open, keep the boot shut, and obviously, like as I've got the sunroof like this, just to let a little bit of ventilation. And yeah, guys, they even cleaned the glass on the inside. They really did, and that was pulled forward. They've pulled it back and cleaned it. And I'll tell you what, mind, very, very honest people. I was 70p there, which has probably been in there for years. I would have never known that was there. And they put it there, mind. I'll tell you one thing. Honesty, thumbs up again. I tell you, good lads who work there. They really are. Anyways, into making it into a camper. I will insert a picture on my Facebook page. But yeah, you have, what's perfect as well, you have little tents that go up on the back of the cars. And the beauty is, with the door opening like this, you bring the canvas across and down and peg it down. And what you have is like a little tent area at the back. So when you're chilling or cooking or whatever, you can keep the boot open like this. Or you can have it closed and be in there, but keep the glass up and the sunroof. So again, my other thing that obviously I'm wanting is a roof box on it, on here. And it means that when the box is over the top of the sunroof, you can keep the sunroof open at night when you're sleeping, just tilted like that, obviously, not like wide open. And if it rains, the water shouldn't, as long as it's on flat floor, come in. Obviously, you wouldn't leave that wide open. So again, just for nighttime sleeping, again, I'll get some Team Hecko wind deflectors, so you can keep some of the windows down enough, keep the sunroof tilted up with the roof box on, so you've got all the storage with the roof box, little tent area, little rear end tent. Like I say, I've got all this. I think it's an absolutely cracking. What more do you want? You've got a flipping table to do cooking on and stuff outside. You can't really ask for any more. Like I've said, this is another good idea for the dogs. I pull that across to there, and the dogs still go in there. Bearing in mind that's not going to be, it'll be flat, and it means it stops all the dog hairs going up and over. And obviously, when the dogs aren't in there, you pull the other little bit back. So I will actually leave that in place. At first, I thought it was a stupid idea. So yeah, look at that, man. That's cool. I want to get a photograph of that. So yeah, that's like the cleaning up side of it. And I think I've shown you all. This is actually a lot more advanced and good than I expected. It's full Android. It connects to your phone. You can go on to... I can't do it now because I've got my phone on airplane mode. It's got all the proper Google and everything on. Facebook. You can watch stuff on it. And like I've mentioned, I'll have to put the ignition on, I think. Put it into reverse, and it's got a full HD camera. I think it's really good. Oh, since I did the video, the aircon worked anyway, but my pal was around, and I'm just watching my leg doesn't get crushed, and I've had it serviced, and it's even more cold than it was now, but there was still plenty of gas in, it wasn't leaking, so perfectly working ice cold aircon. Like I've said, heated seats, cruise control, lovely electric sunroof. What more do you want, really? Like I say, I love this thing. This is great, having that. Absolutely fantastic, I must say, if I say so myself. Right, onto the mechanics, quickly. I'll just show you underneath. So apologies for the wind, but anyways, to you, the guy who was working on this guy's car, who's took his money, you should be absolutely disgracing yourself, leaving this very heavy-duty bracket. Not only is it a bracket, which carries the wiring harness, which you left this bracket in the radiator fan, by the way, it actually offers a support to the cut-off throttle body and all the intake manifold, which could actually cause them to crack. So yeah, that was very, very poor workmanship there. You should feel ashamed of yourself. And this clamp here I thought was knackered, which, fair game if you've put a second-hand pipe on and the clip was knackered and maybe you didn't have one on your van or in your car, come back and do another one. No mate, you just didn't have a 5.5mm socket and you just couldn't be bothered, so you just pushed it on and left it just to pop off and cause the car to go into a sudden limp mode at 70 mile an hour on the motorway. So again, thumbs up, thumbs down to that. Absolutely pathetic. I was expecting that to be knackered. It was just simply loose. Didn't even bother tightening it up. Couldn't be arsed. Terrible. So anyways, what I've done under here, I had some Honda fluid from my Mark III. I put it in there just to flush it out. Some new antifreeze. Like I've said, the aircon's been fully charged up, and these have a cool little window in where you can actually see all the gas and the dye moving around. Quite good, like an inspection window. Brand new clutch fluid because it's got a brand new clutch and flywheel, well, a couple of 1,000 miles ago. I've been in here, it's a throttle cable, and it felt a little bit sluggish. And back to the old days, yeah, it's a throttle cable to an electronic fly-by-wire, so it's totally like any other modern car, but they have to use the old school cable, which would be used for the petrol ones, where this is where your butterfly flap is. See, Honda managed to be able to use stuff from a petrol car on a diesel, and that's just a potentiometer, basically, the throttle position sensor. So I adjusted the cable up in there, it's all covered up, and now the throttle is absolutely crystal. It's really crisp, it's lovely. But something else that affects throttle response on these, because these can go straight to 185, 190 brake from 140, and yes, once I get it sorted, I am going to get a stage 1 remap to about 190 brake, but what really slows down the throttle response on these is the EGRs, because they're vacuum operated on two sides. There's two sections to it, and I'm going to get it knocked off and stick a blanking plate in, and it really, really does open these boys up. Like I said, with a full EGR blank and remap, you're touching 200 brake, and this is totally standard, and let me tell you, this thing absolutely flies. I'm really liking it. I'm liking it too much, actually. So, what have I done? Air filter, brand new. Clean. This MAF sensor was absolutely minging because it had been leaking for so long. A second-hand pipe put on, not by me, but obviously I've rectified all the errors that they've done. So, it's got the new pipe on, a second-hand not leaking pipe. Air filter, brand new fuel filter. What a doddle they are to do. Thumbs up again. Why on earth, when they made the Mark III, they made them so difficult? I do not know. Nice Bosch fuel filter in there. I have got the old filters to show you at the garage. Like I've said, new air filter, new oiling filter, new pollen filter, which was inside, was minging. That's done. I said the bracket put on. The map sensor in here was just under here. I've took it out and cleaned it. And to be fair with these again, because Honda put them before the EGR valve, not like Fiat and stuff do, where they put it after. So your boost pressure sensor gets covered in crud. These put it nicely before the EGR point, which is there, and they put the sensor here, so it doesn't get full of rubbish. And sure enough, it wasn't. yeah, and I've just been around, done a few little bits of greasing. What else? I'm trying to think. Done bits and bobs here and there. What it needs, it's due its MOT next month. These back discs look fine, but the inner edge of this one, which you can't see, I don't know why I'm walking out to it, is not good. So I'm going to stick a rear set of discs and pads on. Fortunately, that's going to touch 100 quid. This back tyre is not up to much, and that one, unfortunately, was good, but due to the guy letting the tyre run low, isn't. So I'm going to get a set of tyres. I'm debating what brand to get, and the two front ones are new. So back tyres, back discs and pads, an MOT, the aircon's been done. So really all I need to do is find myself a roof box. No, I'm not taking the one off the ML, I can't be bothered. Just looking for a cheap one. So guys, if anyone's got one, ping us a message. Definitely thinking I'm getting the remap done in an EGR delete, as well as using the blanking plate to put on. But yeah, what a little cracker. Just shows you a car that looks pretty naff and crap from first can turn out to be such a good car. Everything works on it. Every single thing. I'm trying to think of something that's actually, apart from things that are damaged, which is through neglect, there's nothing on it that don't work. 114,000 miles. Nothing for one of these. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, everything. Even these like door mirrors still fold in. I showed you that in the last video. For the sake of pressing the button, we just will. All the things as well, when you're wanting to use it as a camper, it's perfect. Having all of the extra ventilation and stuff like that, and like I said, the high section at the back. That's not much, really. I mean, even the wheels. I haven't even looked at these since they've been cleaned. Even the wheels are in good nick. What's not to like about it? Yeah, they're not super duper interesting, but hell, it's a bit of a, you know, nice looking SUV. I really like it. What do you think I should do with it? I love the Saab. The Saabos is not a great... Well, actually, the Saabos is quite a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't. Don't want to get rid of that. I've got a little plan. If the Clio's for sale, if anybody is interested in the Clio, drop us a message, guys. I don't think it will, but if the Saab fits in the garage that I've got for the Clio, and hopefully the woman doesn't sell the house where the ZX is, I may try to put the Saab in there and just use this Honda for now. And Holly really likes the Saab as well. But again, if anybody is interested in the Saab, let us know. But I don't think I would want to let that one go. Not quite yet. At least anyways, I don't think I will. I do like it. I'm still very, very much enjoying it. So yeah, but I do have a lot of use for this as well. Probably a lot more use than anything else for this. So I'm going to leave it there. I said it was going to be a quick video. Like every other time I say it, it's come up to 18 minutes. But here, that's my video. I'm going to try and release when I'm just getting it. Maybe tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll do a second on it, and I promise, I'm sick of keep letting you down, I'll get this second part of it out, part 2, when it's not done but been turned around, and I'll keep you up to date on it. So thanks for watching. You know the crack, guys. Hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a penny. Subscribe, leave a comment, you know, all the stuff. Super thanks. But buy me a coffee. It all helps, and it all helps the channel grow. And like I've said, now times are getting back to normal. It's like the garage has to come first. All this COVID stuff now is a long distant memory. Sorry guys, somebody was just attempting to turn around there. I feel like a prat part like this. But anyways, yeah, you know the crack. And I'm so busy at work, and obviously I'm busy with my family life. I apologise. I cannot always get the videos out on time, but I'll catch you all later.